everyone, I am here with a unboxing little flip through of the Folklore Tarot. This is one of the decks I picked up for Christmas with my Christmas money, so it is a little prezi that I got. And I usually do like a top down, but I thought today I'd switch it up and do one more this style. So I heard about this deck or saw this deck. I think it was Lisa Pappas that showed it. So she's definitely enabling me in my purchases, which is totally fine. Thank you, Lisa. I saw this one, but I couldn't find it anywhere, and then I saw it was US Games, and US Games unfortunately does not ship to Canada. But I found this on Amazon from a UK store, like a UK seller, and then got it. So it's weird that it has to come all the way from the UK when like States is across the border. So weird. US Games shipped to Canada. I wish they would. Anyway, I was really curious about this deck, and so I ended up picking it up. So it's just like a smaller box. It's interesting they don't have the thumb hang thing, but they do have this little kind of, I don't know what you would call it, this little sort of triangular, which does the job. You know, pretty straightforward kind of deck for putting things in. I noticed though that there is, I don't know if you can see that, but there's embossing. And that's on the cards too, apparently. So I've just taken off the plastic, so I haven't really looked through anything more than just taking the plastic off of things. All right, so inside, a beautiful purple. We've got our book here. Fits right in, nice little book. Again, we've got the embossing, which is really nice. Oh, full color. I was not expecting that. I was expecting black and white. So opens up, I don't know if I can open it up all the way, but you see you've got full color there. And it's got upright and reversed key. So not a ton of information, at least for the minors, but I mean, it's keywords, right? But then we've got more for the major arcana. So we've got upright and reversed, and then it tells you what it depicts. Because what I understand about this deck is that it's creatures and things from folklore and mythology. So for example, here I have judgment, show it there. It's got this little symbol. So it talks about what the symbol means, which is magnesium. Oh, so it's alchemical. So there's alchemical references in here. The illustrations inspired by various biblical descriptions of angels with multiple wings, the heads of different animals, and even stranger imagery, such as interconnected wheels covered in eyes. So I think it tells you what each of those each of these creatures is, and also the meaning of the card. So you get like a little explanation in there, and then you also get the alchemical symbol. So I think it's kind of cool that it's got alchemy symbols in it. I am definitely okay with that. Not a ton in the introduction, and then the end just has, let's see what we got here. It's got a folklore tarot spread and about the artist, but still like an okay little book, especially if you're someone like me who's pretty experienced with reading cards. Okay, so let's get to the cards. So, oh, the bottom also has that beautiful purple. And then the back here, these are really pretty. Really love that. And there again, it's got that embossing. We've got black edges. Now I prefer gilded, but the black is very nice. I think it's a great touch with these black cards. I think it's a really nice touch. So we've got the Fool. It's hard to know if you can see, but they are kind of like they're embossed on onto there, but you can't really see it in this light, but they are. Just trust me that they are. Cardstock wise, it's a bit thinner, but that's not too bad. I don't mind. Like, I'm fine with the Llewellyn cardstock. I know people have issues with it. I'm fine with it. This one's like, yeah, it's a little bit thin, but I'm okay with that because I do riffle shuffle. So I think that is a jackalope that we have there. The Magician, we have a dragon. Very nice. The Priestess, I'm curious to see who this is. I think it might be the Fates, because they're holding the, or is it Hecate? Because she's holding torches, and she is three-faced. So there, and the dogs, yeah, I'm guessing this is Hecate. It's interesting Mercury's there, because I would associate the High Priestess with the moon. Then we've got the Empress. We've got the Emperor. She's very earthy. He's very fiery. Love that. I love the colors on this. Like, that's what attracted me to this, is the black with the colors, and then also the mythology. The Hierophant, we have another sort of more Chinese looking dragon. Or no, actually that's more, I would say that's more Mayan actually. My apologies. That looks more Mayan. We've got the Lovers here. Very cool. The Chariot, we've got Sleipnir, Odin's 8-legged horse. We're actually working with Odin in my coven on Patreon, so I think it's cool that Sleipnir showed up as the Chariot. Again, they've got like Sagittarius, and I associate that with Cancer, but you know, everyone's got their own system, I guess. Strength, we have a beautiful griffin. The Hermit, we've got a big old fish. I'll have to read up what all these are. The wheel, we have the spinning wheel, which is featured in a lot of folklore stories. So that's cool. This also makes me think of the fates as well, because we've got, you know, in Greek mythology, you have the 3 fates and how one of them weaves the thread with the good and bad into your life. One of it measures out the lengths and the other one cuts it. And so that's what we have here with the spindle, and then we have the measurement rod and the scissors here. Justice, this refers to Egyptian mythology and how you're judged at the end of your life, your heart being weighed against the feather of Maat, the god of justice and truth. The Hangman, we have Odin. So Odin shows up a couple of times here with both Sleipnir, and then we have Odin here with his one eye, and he's got the rune over his head. Death. Oh, we've got, I think is this a black shuck? Yeah, we've got kind of like those death omens, like the black dog here. Temperance, we have another dragon. I think this is more of a Chinese type dragon. A lot of dragons in this deck. That's Temperance. Oh, the devil, of course. We have Baphomet sitting here. We got a cute little devil. Very, very cute. Love. Let me see, you kind of see the embossing there, but I love the colors on this against the black. The tower, we have Baba Yaga's house with the chicken feet. Love that. That's so cool. Star card. I'm not sure who this is. I think it might be Ishtar. I could be wrong. But there we go with the star. And she is associated with the star as well. With the 7-pointed star. We have the moon. We have a werewolf and the moon. I love that image of the guy inside the wolf. That's pretty cool. For the sun, we have a phoenix. Love that. Very pretty. Or firebird. Judgment. This is one where it's talking about the angels, how these are different, like different depictions of angels. I love here how it's got the tetramorph, which you do see in a lot of Bibles. So you will see, the lion, the bull, the eagle, and the man. And that stands for Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, but also stands for the 4 elements and for the 4 cardinal astrological signs of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. And then the world, we have the world tree here. So that's really cool. So very beautiful. From what I understand, the cards are more like pip based. I'm not a huge fan of pip decks, but I thought I would give this one a whirl. So we have the Ace of Cups here, and it looks like the cups are all flowers. Yeah, because they have just different amounts of flowers on the card. So very pretty. I'm going to see how I feel about working with it. So this is, you know, a more pip deck. I wouldn't say it's necessarily exactly Marseille style, that's for sure, because Marseille style is very specific to the placement of the objects, but it is a pip deck. I do like the idea of flowers for cups in some ways, although I tend to think of plants as being associated with wands, but I'll have to get used to that. That's very pretty there. They're very pretty, and I do appreciate that each one is different with different colors and different designs. So it's not just like, you know, 4 of the same thing, 5 of the same thing. They are very different. So that's the Cups cards there. Okay, so the Page of Cups, we have here this cute little seal. He is so cute. Knight of Cups. We have a beautiful seahorse. And then we have the Queen of Cups as a little mermaid. Love that. And then King of Cups, I'm not sure what this is supposed to be, but it is adorable and funny and cute, and I do like it. So very cool. I'll have to look it up. All right, so the Ace of Pentacles, again, we've got flowers. Oh, but they're a different design of flowers. So instead of being like the cups where they're more tulipy, they're kind of more more open and a lot more focused on the center of the flowers. So a lot of flowers going on here. Again, I do like that the designs are different and they're not just repeating the same designs, but just with more flowers. So it is a little more inventive. I do appreciate the colors. I mean, I love the colors on this. I love the black with these beautiful kind of jewel tone colors embossed on it. It's a very pretty deck. And then we have our Pentacle, 10 of Pentacles. All right. So, oh, wait, that's the 7, sorry. This is the 8. This is 9. And we've got 10 here. Okay, so that's what they look like. All right, and then we have our Page of Pentacles. Oh, we have a little Chinese, I think he's like a lion dog or something. Very, very cool. Very pretty. The Knight of Pentacles. We have a centaur here. I love how so far, I'm curious to see if they're all horse related. We've got like the Knight of Cups associated with water. We have the seahorse, and then this one, because associated with earth, you've kind of got this man-horse combo, right, with the centaur. The Queen of Pentacles, we have a Sphinx. And then the King of Pentacles, oh, he's so cute. I love this little minotaur. Look at him. He's so pretty. All right. And then we have the swords. Okay, so the swords are more leafy, looks like. Instead of being more flowery, they look more like leaves, sort of like sharp, pointy leaves, which kind of makes sense for the swords. Curious to see what they do for the wands. Okay. Again, loving the colors. I should see too if all the 5s are kind of this orange. If the 7s are green, or the 6s, pardon me, are green, and then we've got the 7, we've got kind of this pinky orange, and the 8 is a yellow, 9 is kind of this bluey green, and then the 10 we have here is a purple. So I'll see if that repeats. Okay, so our Page of Swords, this interesting sort of roostery snake thing. We'll have to see what that is. I don't know, but it's cool. We've got the Knight of Swords. Of course, we have a Pegasus. Love me a Pegasus. Love to see that. Queen of Swords, some kind of human bird. What are they supposed to be blotted with? I'm not sure. I guess I'll look it up. And then the King of Swords, we have Thoth, which is very nice. All these kings are very cute. All right, and then the wands, okay, we have more of this sort of, again, it's like a different style of leaves, like a different leafy style for the wands. We've got our 2 here. Our 3 is kind of oak leaves. The 4. Okay, so this is where I started to notice the colors, if they're the same. So our wands are, I think they are all the same. Like I think all of the 5s are kind of this orangey red. All of the greens are this like deep green. All the 7s, we've got purpley here. Yeah, I think they might follow a pattern. That's the 8, the 9, and then we've got our 10 here. Okay, that's cool. All right, so then our Page of Wands, it's kind of this fox-like thing with many tails. I wonder if this is a kitsune. I'll have to see. I'm familiar with some mythology. I'm familiar with like Celtic, Roman, Greek, Egyptian mythology, a little bit of some of the others, but I'll have to take a look. Oh, and then we have a unicorn for the Knight of Wands. Again, all sort of horsey related. Very cool. The Queen of Wands is my card. Very pretty with the fire. I wonder if that's Pele. And then we have the King of Wands. Oh, he's a genie. Very cool. So this is a really cool deck. I'm really excited to work with it, even though it's a pip deck. Because there's a variety of the images, I feel better about that for some reason. Also, I really like that the colors change with the numbers. I think that would look really beautiful in a reading. So I'm thinking of using this perhaps in the summertime, but we'll see because it is a very, very pretty deck. I'm curious to see like learning what the different things are when I go through the book. But yeah, I'll do a little update after I've worked with it a little bit more. But that is my impressions of the Folklore Tarot by Rowan Ortons. I believe this came out, I think came out a year or two ago. It's not brand new, but it is relatively new. And it is a US Games deck. So, you know, if you're in the US, you can probably pick this up a little easier than people like me outside of the US. But those are my impressions. What are your thoughts about the deck? What do you like? What do you not like? Is it on your list? Let me know what your thoughts are. If you are looking for readings this month, I do have relationship readings on sale on my Etsy shop. You can check out below. Not just for romance, it can be any kind of relationship. Also, if you want to check out my Patreon, because it does support me, I am teaching Lenormand, and I always have weekly taroscopes and astrology. I also have subscriptions where you can get a monthly private reading from me, so you can check that out if you want. Thank you to my patrons for supporting me. You guys are amazing. But thank you to all of you for watching me, for commenting, you're all lovely. Thank you so much. And as always, peace and love. And love.